Hi! Popping in here just to give you a little feel-good flow. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. I'm just using a water bottle because I don't have blocks with me. But at least use a water bottle if you don't have blocks. I'm going to be utilizing them, and I'm just a big believer in using blocks in your practice to help you. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. I might kind of be shifting back and forth. You don't have to move, it's just for the video and so you can see what's going on. We're gonna start in a tabletop. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Knees are right under your hips. We're gonna just find a nice long spine. Press your shoulders down away from your ears and really press firmly into your mat with your hands so that the upper back presses up towards the sky. You're just gonna take a couple cat-cows, take a big inhale. As you lift your chest, lift through your hips, and then exhale as you press your spine towards the ceiling, really hollowing out your belly. Inhaling, pull your chest forward, and just really start to move with your breath. Exhaling as you come into your cat, and inhaling as you come into your cow. You can take this however you like, just follow your own breath. Good, next exhale, we're going to come back into a neutral spine. So really lengthen through the crown of your head, lengthen through your tailbone, flip your toes behind you so that you can press into your toes. Lift your knees about 2 inches off of the mat, keeping a nice long spine, just creating some fire here using your abs to just hold you in this position. Take a big inhale and an exhale. 2 more like that. Big breath in and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Good. Press your hips up towards the ceiling for a downward dog. You can bend your knees a lot. It's just the first one. Your legs don't have to be straight. Press your hips up towards the ceiling. You can lengthen the heels high. And then keep your hips where they are, but press the heels all the way down. You can keep the legs bent if you need to. Just gonna take a couple breaths here. Make sure that you are releasing the neck. You can shake your head a little bit. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're gonna snake forward through your spine, finding a plank. Maybe you shift your toes back, finding a long spine. We're going to take a couple breaths here, lifting through your chest. Press into the mat again with your hands, lifting up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale and exhale. Good, 1 more breath. And exhale, press back 1 more time into that downward dog. Maybe you walk your feet a little forward, you can bend the legs. Take a breath, and exhale. Reach the right leg up and back. Make sure, right now we're not opening our hip. You can still bend that bottom leg. Square the right hip under. So you're really thinking about pressing the leg back behind you, towards the wall behind you, instead of lengthening up towards the ceiling. Going to help you keep your hips square, and you'll really feel a stretch in your hamstrings a lot more that way. From here, bring your knee in towards your chest, find your plank, place that right foot down in between your hands, and just lightly place the knee down behind you onto the mat and lift your chest. Good. So pressing the hamstrings forward, so you're activating the back of your legs, and then maybe shift a little bit forward, so we're getting a nice length and stretch into the hip flexor. Take 1 more breath.
Today was another sunny day for me.
And then exhale. You can use your water bottle here or your blocks. So lengthen the front leg forward, toes come up to the ceiling. You're going to keep a flat back through this. So maybe your fingertips come down to the floor. Maybe you use your blocks. But keep pulling that right hip back and trying to straighten that leg. You can maybe bend and straighten the leg for now. Inhaling through your chest, pulling right hip back. And then from here, bend the front leg. Once again, come back to your Anjaneyasana. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back. Take 1 more breath here. Good. Hands come back to the mat. You're gonna lift that back knee, step the foot forward. and find a forward fold. Again, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. Just let that head release. Take a breath. And then we're going to slowly roll the spine all the way up to stand. The knees can stay bent the whole time until the shoulders come over the hips and stand nice and tall. From here, you're going to lengthen the arms. Maybe you clasp the hands. Maybe you keep them shoulder distance apart. So you need to get a big inhale here. Maybe slightly lift the chest, maybe not. Making sure that the inner thighs are squeezing together so the legs are still working here. Slight tuck in the tailbone. Abs are pulled towards the spine so your whole body is engaged. And then from here, you're just going to open up the arms, lengthening the collarbones apart. And then bringing the hands back together. Big breath in and then exhale. As you pull the elbows down, lengthening the heart. One more. Hands together and elbows down by your side. Good. From here, bring the hands back together. You can either take that same roll down or have a flat back, bending the legs as much as you need to all the way back down. Good. From here, we'll do a half lift, lengthening through the crown of the head, finding a flat back so you could almost balance a glass of water onto your back. And then bend the legs, place the hands back. We're going to bring the right foot back. Coming back to that Anjaneyasana. Inhale, pressing the hips forward, using your hamstrings to stretch the hip flexor on the right. Lengthen through your chest. One more breath. And then using your block or your water bottle, you're going to straighten that front leg. Toes up to the ceiling, keep a flat back. So we're not rounding forward. Keeping a flat back, you can wiggle the hip if you want. You can bend and straighten, maybe you hold, do whatever feels good. Take 2 more breaths. And coming back to Anjaneyasana, bend that front leg. Tuck your hips under and lift through the front. Maybe you reach the arms above your head. Inhale. Maybe you have a little tilt. One more breath. Good. Hands come back down, framing the front foot. Lifting the back knee, come into a plank. Hold it here. Lift through your chest. Lengthen your spine. 2 more breaths. Good. Exhale, pressing back into your downward dog. Good. We'll have a couple breaths here. Maybe you bend and straighten one leg and then the other. Good. From here, rolling through your spine. Find that plank one more time. Inhale.
Today was another sunny day.
Exhale.
But hearing the sound of the river on dancing cars.
One more breath.
The thing that human being can do is to keep on standing.
Good. Press back into your downward dog. Reach your left foot up and back. Pull your knee into your chest. Hold that plank. And then place the left foot in between the hands. Drop that back knee behind you. Inhale to lengthen, pressing the hips forward and up. Good. Inhale to lift. Maybe the hands are wide if your shoulders are tight. Take an inhale. And exhale. Maybe come a little lower. Maybe you're starting to feel a release. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands towards the mat or your block. Lengthen that front leg. Lift through your chest. Breathe into your tightness. When you exhale, try to let it go. Again, wiggle the hip, do whatever feels good. Bending that front leg, coming back to your Anjaneyasana. Lengthen through your chest. Hands frame the foot in front of you. Lift that back knee, step forward, forward fold. Good, so try to release your lower back. You can bend and straighten the legs as much as you need. Just holding and breathing. Good. Half lift, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way back up, flat back. Good, I'm gonna face you from here. Take a breath. Make sure your hips aren't moving. So your legs are active. You're pulling your inner thighs in towards one another. Lifting through the arches of your feet. Take an inhale, lift high, and then tilt towards the right side. So notice that my hips did not shift. Your hips are solid, just lengthening through the ribs. Make sure you're not really bending towards the side. It's more about the length. Inhale, reach, reach, and come back towards the center. Take a breath. Inhale to lengthen up. And then we arch over towards the other side, reaching through your hands. Maybe you're not clasping your hands together, that's okay. Inhale, lengthen through your chest, feel your ribs expand. One more. And coming back to the center. Okay, from here, bring your hands down. We're gonna come into prayer behind our back. So here, or maybe you just touch your fingertips. Walk your feet together. Take a seat. So you're pressing your hips back like you're going to sit into a chair behind you. Your weight is into your heels, so you can maybe wiggle your toes. Make sure your abs are in. Open your collarbone. You're gonna take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Focusing on opening your chest. Inhale. Maybe sit lower. Exhale. Squeeze your glutes under just a little bit so you feel those hamstrings active. Breathe in. Exhale. Good, standing tall. Take 1 breath. This time clasp your hands behind your back. Arms are long. Or maybe you just reach back. You're gonna take a breath and try to reach your arms away or your hands away from your hips. So opening up the chest a little more. Take a breath. Inhale. Try to relax your shoulders. So you're actively reaching your hands away from your hips. Take 1 more breath. Good. Maybe you unclasp your hands. You can walk your feet apart, hips distance. Maybe you unclasp your hands. Maybe you keep them there as you forward fold.
Going, but hearing the sound of the
Bending the legs as much as you need.
The thing that human being can do is to keep on standing and rise up like a flower underground, like a flower from underground.
Good. Unclasp your hands. Hands come back towards the mat. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Hold your plank. Good. Press back into your downward dog. Take a breath. Lengthen the left leg back and up, squaring your hips, pressing through that back left heel. And then take that left knee to your nose, hold your plank, hollow the belly. And then step the left foot through, tap that back knee down, lengthen through your chest. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, press your hips back. Straighten that front leg, grab your block if you need it, lengthen through your chest. Wiggle the hips if it feels good. Good, and then bend that front leg once again, reach your arms over your head if it feels okay. Tuck your hips under, lengthen through your hips. Maybe you come a little lower, maybe you don't, that's okay. 1 more breath. Good, hands come down by your side, find your plank. walk your feet forward, find a forward fold. Good, you can roll up slowly or maybe take a flat back all the way up. Good. Reach your arms up above your head. From here, we're gonna start to take some circles. So we're gonna start kind of small, making sure the whole body is active. Our abs are moving the upper body here. And we're gonna start to take it a little bigger, keeping the hips at the center. And we're going to reverse. Take it big to start. And we're going to slowly get smaller and smaller. Good. Until we're back to center. Clasp those hands behind your back once again. Maybe you just reach. Good. We're sitting back into that chair once again, opening our chest. Trying to lift the hands higher and higher, squeezing your shoulder blades so the hands are apart. Good, one more breath. Maybe sit back lower. Hamstrings are active. Good, and then forward fold, uncross your hands if you'd like. Good, from your hands come down to the mat. Lengthen through your chest. And then exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Knee comes down. Lengthen through your hips. Hands come above you. We find that spiral once again here without shifting your hips. I'm just going to turn towards you. So we have this lunge or Anjali-asana. You're going to press your hips forward. Start that spiral. Notice how my hips they're not wiggling. We're going to stay really nice and tight. All that breath is going right towards your hip flexor. You can take it slow. Maybe you just hold it. Breathe. Good. Okay, from here, hands are going to come down. Walk that right foot out a little bit so the hands are on the inside of that leg. Maybe you stay here. Pull the right hip back. Lengthen through your chest. That right leg is gluing towards that right shoulder. So you're going to feel that inner thigh opening. Maybe you stay here, or you come down to forearms. Maybe lift that back leg. That's going to be a little more active. If you want a little more release, maybe just drop that leg and breathe.
Wait a minute.
Good. Step right foot back. Bring the left foot forward in between your hands right away. Tuck your hips under, lengthen. Raise your arms above the head without moving your hips. Start that spiral. Breathing into your hip flexor. Good. Hands come down towards the mat. Walk the left foot out. Lengthen through your chest. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Left leg is glued towards that left shoulder. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come down onto your forearms. Maybe use your block or a pillow. You have that. Lift that back knee if you want. Coming up onto your hands, step that left foot back, press into a child's pose. Lengthen through your fingertips. Lift your elbows for a little more stretch in your shoulders. We're gonna slowly start to come all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Once you come up to sitting, you're gonna just lean to one side, bring your legs out in front of you. So if you tend to have a little arch in your spine like this, you can maybe roll up your mat a little bit, just so you can bring your hips more forward, so you're sitting up nice and straight. Lengthen your arms above the head. We're gonna find a flat back and we're gonna take this really slowly down. You can flex your feet, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale to fold. Hinging from your hips, inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold forward. So you can take this however slow or quick you would like. Eventually coming all the way, maybe your hands touch your fingertips or touch your toes or your shins or your neck. Inhale, lengthen, keeping it flat back. And exhale to round. So we're gonna just keep doing this little snaky action with your spine. Good. And we're just gonna hold here, lengthen through your chest. Walk your feet together if they're not touching. You can bend the legs if you need. Good, and then release forward.
Today was another sunny day
2
for
more
me
breaths.
going, but hearing the sound of the real folk on dancing cars. The same thing that human being can do is to keep on standing and rise up like a flower underground,
Round all the
like
way
a flower
up to
from
sit.
underground.
Thank you. I hope that you feel good and open. Thank you so much. Have a great day. So if you like the music that I played in my video, it's my friend Dave. You should definitely go check him out. He's on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Instagram as Jam Ali.